Yes,
Coming
we
through,
can hear
loud and
him.
clear.
Welcome, Hagrid. Pleasure to have you. Now that we've got the technical difficulties out of the way, I'm clearly one of the most professional streamers in the goddamn world. Hagrid, it's a pleasure to have you, my guy.
Thank you, Stu. Thanks for having me yet again.
No, that's all right. I feel like I probably could have done a bit of an audio check first, but I didn't. Hagrid, what I like to do whenever I get to co-cast that not everybody's seen, obviously, you guys probably should already be following twitch.tv/rHagrid, as you see his name down the bottom. But if you're not already, Hagrid, you're one of our comp players for OC, my friend, and have been playing a bunch of matches lately. And can I say, if I do say so myself, you are one hell of a hell let loose player, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Stu. I try my best, especially playing competitive. It's a lot harder than your pub game, so you really have to step up your game when you get out there, and God, it's enjoyable.
100%. And can I just say how much I appreciate, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at that vest. The man is hung over his balls, but still manages to pull out the vest to make sure I couldn't show him up. I love it. Genuinely love it, my friend. What do we got? So there's a bit of stuff been happening in the Hell Let Loose community lately. Obviously, I know everybody in the world knows this already, but the groups for seasonals were drawn last night. I don't know whether, obviously it was like 4:30 in the morning for us, so I'm sure you didn't manage to catch it, Hagrid. But the big things to come out of it are GBI is in the same group as DC and SESH and a few other lads. Their first matchup is going to be the Circle. It looks like a group of death, but you know what? I have faith in our GBI lads. OCE are going to make a great showing in this year's season. What do you think, man?
I agree, actually, especially with GBI. They've been doing phenomenal work lately in the competitive Hell Let Loose scene. I think if anybody can survive it, it's them.
Yeah, I completely agree. They've been absolute beasts in it. I actually don't know who SESH drew. I feel like I should have looked up that information before we started. But you know what? That's what I've got chat for. That's why we have chat. Is I'm sure they'll fill us in and let us know exactly who they're going to be playing. And I don't know about you. Whenever I look at these tournament listings, I kind of think of like basketball. And then the East Conference plays the West Conference, and after 7 matches, if there's no winner decided, it'll all be done by a 3-man sack race.
Yeah. I would love to see that. I would love to see the boys get out and do a 3-man sack race.
100%. I don't know who's going to win that. I feel like GBI, they've got that whole horsecock thing going on. I feel like that's going to be detrimental in the old sack race. But hey, look, I'm never one to be negative about anything, my dude.
Yeah, could be, or it could be like having a 4th leg, and then they just got the extra speed, run it down the mid. Yeah,
a 4th leg, good, excellent. What the fuck are we talking about? So today's match is going to be a SESH versus GBI. It's going to be 49 v 49, so proper full match. I don't think I could pick a winner out of this. We were talking about this just before, Hagrid. And look, GBI have, as you've said, have been an absolute powerhouse lately. They've got to be pushing close to the best that OCE has to offer. But that said, SESH, geez, we've seen them play some big games, haven't we?
Yeah, and SESH is very strong as well. I don't know, it's a tough one. I feel like GBI might just be determined enough though to get it.
Yep. So what do you reckon? What are we going to go with? Maybe a 3-2 to GBI out of this one?
I think so. I don't think it's going to be a complete point cap. It's just going to be off the mid, and they're just going to battle it out for full time. I think.
I'm going to put a bit of a different angle on it. I think GBI are going to lose first cap, but they're going to regroup behind the second, and I'm going to say 5-0 to GBI.
5-0. I would love to see
GBI.
it. If they can do it, I would love to see it.
I know. Look, but yeah, as we say, all credit to SESH. They are one hell of a good clan. They have rolled some very big teams in the past. One of the first games we ever casted around here was OC versus SESH. It didn't go so well for us, but I feel like matches like that really force you to regroup and sort of decide what you're doing, reevaluate your tactics. And I think, look, our clan, OC, we went back to the drawing board, came out fighting afterwards, and we've been very good since.
Very strong indeed. Definitely been huge improvement over the last, 6 months. Definitely easy. It's noticeable.
Yeah. 100%. Everybody's been recruiting. Look, I say this a lot, but all I care about is I've been loving watching Hell Let Loose go from strength to strength. It's still growing in the OCE community. The fact that we've got both Gary Busters and Chimera in the seasonals is testament to the region. Whereas we might be a little bit, it's been thrown around, maybe about a year or two behind some of the things they're doing in both Europe and America. I think we're catching up very fast and really closing that gap. This season is going to be huge, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I think this is a bit of a preview today.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a great watch, I think, this seasonal.
Yeah, look, it absolutely will. Hagrid, what do you reckon? We stop forcing people to watch it, whatever's happening around this general facial area, and we jump into a little bit of game action.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Give the viewers what they want.
I love watching a little bit of pre-game antics, and I know you do. So let's jump in there and see what's up. I'm on the GBI side at the moment. Nicholas, you are first. First and foremost in my books, always. We've got a little bit of a mosh pit around the arty guns. Flamer action.
Flamethrower.
Bruce is on fire. I don't know how well that's going to work for him for the rest of the game. He's trying to get a bandage on. He's going to live through that fire. Well done, Nazis. The notoriously flame retardant all through World War II. What the fuck? Now, Hagrid, I do ask this of all my co-casters, especially those that play competitive matches. Do you, my friend, have any pre-game rituals that you follow prior in the match warm-up when you're waiting for the map to roll?
I do indeed. My usual go-to is a little bit of parkour, because I feel like that's the one thing that always stumps me. Is a wall or a bit of trench or something, and being stuck behind that for 3 or 4 goes before you can actually get over it. So getting that all warmed up nicely, it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, 100%. So for me, like, I'm one of those people that just finds somewhere and points the gun at something. I don't know whether it helps. I don't know whether it like genuinely has any benefit for me at all, but it just feels like, getting those snapshots right sort of works. In OC, we have a little bit of a something we do before every match, don't we, Hagrid?
Yes, we do, Stu. Yeah.
What is part of the OC pre-match ritual that happens every game?
So I got to witness it for the first time last time we played a competitive match, and it's a little sacrifice of Fatty to the Hell Let Loose gods.
That fat guy always gets brutally murdered before everything. I know. Everyone's being professional, but there has to come a time where you have to sacrifice. The Hell Let Loose gods require it. Fatty, he got brutally shot in the head last time. He did offer himself up. There was no cat and mouse games that time, but I tell you what,
consensual.
Completely consensual. Well, mostly consensual. I think we're probably pretty good. Welcome in anybody that's joining us. If you are joining us now, we are on a 15-minute delay. So my ability to respond to anything that's happening in chat will be slightly diminished. Nothing we can do about that. But it is a goddamn pleasure to have you along. Thank you for everybody that's pressed the follow button, press the sub button, donated bits. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for everybody that's written anything in chat. If you're just lurking, I love you. You guys are amazing. Today's match is going to be SESH versus GBI. It's going to be played on SME. GBI is going to be on the Allied side. SESH is going to be on the Axis side. Yep. It's going to be a cracker of a match. We're just going to fly over. Let's just see. I just want to know what the Chinese are doing. It does look like they've got some forward scouts out. Other than that, there's just a few of them around. Let's have a look at the thing. It looks like most people. We've got 90 players, so we're starting to filter in. We might have a game on our hands at some stage. Hopefully, there's a big blob of them over there. Let's just see what a Chinese pre-game looks like. I'll tell you what,
flamethrower as well.
They love that. Is a flamethrower the new meta for pre-game warm-ups?
Yeah, it must be. I hope they bring it into the actual comp game, though. I'd love to see a flamethrower being brought out.
Talk dirty to me, Hagrid. Delicious. If I don't see a knife kill, if I don't see a satchel, if I don't see a flamethrower kill at some stage today, I'm going to be truly disappointed. And I'm going to hold these guys personally responsible for not getting that for me.
100%. Luckily, there's always plenty of satchel kills going around.
Yeah, there always are. Buffinators in there as well. That is one hell of a lad in the Hell Let Loose streaming community. Pleasure to have you, my guy. I hope you're having a genuinely awesome day. We've got Nicholas, Charmandorker are my mods, so they're going to be looking after it. Obviously, it's a little bit early because the game hasn't even started, but no spoilers, lads. They'll be keeping an eye on that. They'll be keeping chat nice and clean. If we can keep chat in English, it makes their job a lot easier for me because they're a lot like me, but they're my French is terrible. My German is even worse. MD's going to catch on fire as well. I feel like you should probably move away from that fire. It's not as healthy as you think it would be. Let's go. He's going to survive that one. Well done. Good luck to these lads. GBI looks like they're exerting dominance nice and early in this match by taking the 4th point. SESH not responding to it though, so looks like they're happy. They're happy to sit back. They don't care what happens pre-match. But GBI just want to make sure everyone's okay. Brezcat, pleasure to have you, my dude. Welcome everybody in. Goddamn pleasure to have you. Now that we've got audio issues sorted out. Yeah, only took me a little bit. What are you going to do? Game start. We're about 5 minutes after when the game was supposed to start, but having a look at it, we've got 92 players, so it does mean that a few people are still starting to filter in. Have a look at that ranking. 428. It puts my 196 to shame.
I know. I can't even imagine how long it takes to get to 428. I don't even think I've hit 200 yet.
Nope, I'm 194 apparently. Yep, that definitely puts that to the shame. Welcome in, everybody. Pleasure to have you. Have a look at some of those names. They are some big names on this GBI side. Magic Mutant's up there. Blue V. He'll be in an armor squad with Richie and Jabiru. Pan sitting around as well. Cactus. We love to watch him. Holy shit. T-Max, Bruce, Caffy's playing. Have you ever played a match of Hell Let Loose with Kashi, my friend?
I certainly have.
He's a good dude. He is a very good dude. And always an interesting character to be playing with. Holy crap. The Flying Doge, I always get his name wrong. Pedro's been doing a lot of poster work. One hell of a good dude as well. Icon, a Battle Toaster. Dusty's floating around as well. Delicious. Love it. Terry, there we go. That's a name we've seen command on through a couple of teams in the OCE region. Prawn Hub as well. This is delicious. Tom Wanks, friend of the stream. That's one. Haggy, I don't know whether you know this, but there's a drinking game that goes along with each stream, apparently. Apparently, it's a drink every time I say friend of the stream. So I've started saying it as much as humanly possible, just so everyone's right toasted by the end. They don't notice any of the audio or any of the technical difficulties we have.
I did not know that, but I love that.
Yeah, exactly. Bear to Reaper. They're all hanging around as well. Dankus, big boy. Ooh, Dankus with a bit of a name change. I appreciate that. 99 players. There is a lad on the SESH side who will be streaming. Is it Billaby? Bibli, whatever the Chinese streaming service is, they will have a lad streaming for them. So we're waiting for 100 players, and I think we're good. 98. I feel like somebody dropping off is not going to be good for anybody involved. SESH, just cruising around doing pre-game stuff. Let's get back over and see what GBI is doing. As I was saying, the seasonal groups got drawn last night. Seasonal groups got drawn last night. GBI and SESH are in the same group. So this means this match is going to be extra spicy. They're not playing each other. GBI is playing the Circle first, if I'm not mistaken, which I so often am. If I'm incorrect, somebody in chat will correct me. If somebody can let me know who exactly SESH is playing as well, I'd appreciate that. Ooh, a little bit of Jeep action. Look at it go.
Those things are the most fun to drive.
Oh, there is something about a little bit of Grand Theft Auto Hell Let Loose, isn't there?
Yeah.
Slightly less hookers involved, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll let him get away with it. Oh, I don't know how easy it's going to be drive without a face. Anybody who's getting into the seat is getting brutally murdered. Flamethrower is probably going to make it a little more difficult to drive. Let's go. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow the Light Sage, welcome in. Pleasure to have you. Spartan, love to see you around. Mr. Land Cruisin', I love seeing you around this place. Hope everyone's doing all right. Hope everyone has a goddamn, genuinely good day. We're just waiting for the start of the match. We're still waiting for people to sort of filter in. We're about sort of 8 minutes away from when the match was supposed to have started, but we do have 100 players. Hopefully we see the map roll shortly, and we'll get into a little bit of competitive Hell Let Loose action. Let me just, I'm going to hand this one over to you, Hagrid, for a little bit. I've just got to write something in chat.
Yeah, no worries. Got
'Cause,
now been put on the spot. I don't even know what to say.
No,
Well,
that's all right. I just had to type a little something in the chat. Turns out, Hagrid, you're not a wizard because they couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Having some technical issues is obviously the way these things go. You guys will hear this in 15 minutes. Bombing run going in. That's going to delete a lot of the humans there. That looks like it's going to be a SESH bombing run, exerting dominance nice and early by taking out lots of lads.
Yeah, payback for trying to cap the 4th point, I think.
Technical difficulties. What is this, a Nopper stream? Get out of it. You're not even my real dad. Don't judge me. God damn it. Middle point is going to be contested whilst we wait. Looks like SESH is trying to take that back a little bit. Very spread out. I'm not liking this from the GBI. I'm not liking this from GBI. I like their map just got rolled. 1 minute. Well, 52 seconds now if you're going to be technical. And we're going to see the start of this match. We'll see a little bit of node build-up. We'll see a little bit of supply droppage. Then we'll follow people into the middle. Good luck to both of these teams. GBI are cracking blokes. SESH are one hell of a good team. I'm not calling the winner out of this. Good luck to each and every one of you. Ooh, hopefully those technical issues got sorted. I think I got them nice and quickly. I'm glad I sort of caught that and decided to do a sound check. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 23 seconds, and we're going to play a little bit of Hell Let Loose. Holy shit.
Starting to get excited now, Stu.
Oh, I've been excited all week. I've been buzzing. I know on the edge of your seat is a term that gets thrown around flippantly, but I am literally on the edge of my seat waiting for this one. 5 seconds left. Let's go. SME, GBI versus SESH. Whew, map's been rolled. I'm going to go find the squad that I need to join, and then we're going to get into a little bit of action. A little bit of love for your beard in chat there, Mr. Hagrid, as I feel like there always should be.
Oh, I appreciate it all the time.
It's going to be one of the bottom ones, I guarantee it. Bear, no. Tom Wanks, no. Nope. I love this to start. This is obviously great content, Hagrid. Just making sure that we've got the right squad, because apparently they do need to use all of them at the start of some of these matches. Tozzy, I'm looking for Big T.
I don't think you opened easy.
Dankus is in there. We're definitely not joining that one. Team Max? Is that the one? I feel like I shouldn't be joining the most full squad. Baker feels like the wrong one.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom Wanks. I'm going to go with that one. You know what? Fuck it. He's going to kick me. He's going to kick me if that's completely the wrong squad. Let's join in, because I feel like missing the start of this match is going to be worse for everybody involved. Click that. Click there. Click a bunch of those buttons, and let's goddamn go. Woo! Over to the middle. Obviously, a very well-drilled side. You'd expect nothing less from this GBI side. We're not going middle. We're going to go some bottom nodes. Have a look at that. A little bit of barbed wire action. I haven't seen that for a very long time. I wonder, does that still stop satchels, or is that just stopping... is that just going to stop people getting in there? There you go.
I think just to stop recon. Surely a satchel will just take it all out.
Satchel would take it all out. So I guess that means that the recon's not going to be enough. They're going to have to send somebody else forward. They've done exactly the same with their other nodes. Before we go and have a look at the map, let's get straight back over and have a look at what this SESH side's doing for the start of the map. God damn it. Let's go. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Nothing in the middle. Looks like they've ditched the middle. That's the transport truck. Not seeing anything. There we go. Nope. Another transport truck, and a lucky little Luke's is going to be pushing forward from there. Have they gone pure south, potentially? I am not seeing any of these SESH nodes, and the downside is I am not able to bring up the map for SESH because I don't have a second cam. We can't see exactly where they are. Bugger it. We do need to have a look at the map. So, From left to right, ladies and gentlemen, on this map, from the SESH defensive points to the GBI defensive points, it's going to be Volaville, Route de Harass. Hospice is a spicy middle point on this map.
Very spicy.
Oh, everyone's had some bangers, some great matches with Hospice at the middle. The Cemetery is going to be in the middle for the first GBI defensive point. And Crossroads is going to be the final defensive point for GBI. Murray Mofo is going to be commanding this team for this GBI side. Let's see if we can't follow some of these SESH lads in and see how they do at the start of the match. There is a couple of transport trucks making their way up there. One of those squad leads getting out nice and early. I feel like that's, I don't know what he's doing down there. He might just be getting some of those defensive Garys up. The rest of that transport truck is going to be moving up forward. This one is on its right flank. They are a little bit empty, but these guys are going to provide the bulk of the push towards the start on this Hospice match. How sweaty do you get, Mr. rHagrid, when you play some of these competitive matches? How nervous are you at about this stage, my friend?
Oh, extremely nervous. You're just waiting for that rocket to come over a rooftop and just smack straight into your truck.
You know there's going to be rocket snipes. You know that they're going to have arty. You just don't know where it's going to land. You feel like you're a small fish in a big pond. Arty going down. I didn't see whether or not that cracked anybody. It was very, very close to surely. There we go. There's the Panzer IVs moving up there. The RT's probably just missed that. It's really close to the commando, who is going to be Arceus. Arceus? Arceus? I don't know how to say that. My pronunciation of everything is genuinely terrible. Please don't hold it against me, but that is the commander putting down a cheeky little defensive Gary there. The middle point's going to be fought over now. Looks like SESH have got a nice early advantage. Have a look at that. They pushed up nice and early. There's sort of two areas, rHagrid. I know you fought a lot over this point, Hospice. There is sort of the two sides of the roads that you end up needing to fight over. There is the big manor area to the left, which is going to be on the GBI side this time, and the courtyard around the back of that big building that you can't get into. But a very important point on this Hospice strong point is this building to the western side of the road. If you can keep troops in there, it gives you great vantage to stop the rest of the enemy team pushing across the road. They have good sight lines and good windows. I'm sure you've played some matches there, my friend.
Yeah, I almost prefer it, I think, than holding the manor. Those houses are great.
Yeah, they absolutely are, aren't they? And I'll tell you what, GBI putting a lot of troops towards the southern point. I think this is a very good strategy for them. GBI obviously identifying that this southern approach to Hospice can be absolutely crucial once they're trying to take it. They're winning lots of gunfights. There was a big spawn that came off that little OP there. It's Jomal going down. Dankus is going to get brutally murdered by Killer 117 as well. Asian Lettering and Tool Fox, they're going to try and keep pushing out and see whether they can deal with this GBI flank. GBI have pushed up on the strong point, and they have got a nice early cap on there. They're about halfway capped, approaching sort of that 2/3 cap point. So well done to them. It looks like even though they don't have that many on the strong point itself, it looks like they don't have anybody except for that tank on the strong point itself. They do have enough cap weight, and it does look like unless this SESH team is able to push them out, they will get a nice early cap, which will put them in very good stead. I'm just going to have a quick look at their Gary placement. Exactly what you'd expect. Have a look at that line of defensive Garys. One very well back just behind Cemetery, and a good sort of sectorization of these of those Garys. I think rHagrid, I think we're going to get an early cap from GBI, unless it turns back right now. SESH losing the point nice and early. GBI taking that crucial first point. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game. Have a look at that. The battle lines have been drawn. I used to call it this, but I feel like it's the current meta. Having that battle line used to be the very Chinese way of playing things, but I feel like a lot of these teams have now caught up and have started implementing it into their strategies. Holy crap. It's really sort of a war of attrition now. It looks like they've really set up on either side of the road. It's going to be incumbent on either of these teams to push across. I'll tell you what, have a look at that. That's Kectus. One hell of a player has managed to push into that house we were talking about before. GBI getting really good positioning at the moment. They are losing a little bit to the south. Let's disentangle some of these red and blueberries. Whilst we're looking at it, it's probably good to point out that the allies are GBI, and they're going to be the blue team as we're looking at this screen. The red berries, the raspberries, whatever you want to call them, are going to be the SESH side. They do have a good flank, nice and narrow onto this Hospice point, and it looks like they're going to attempt to push across the road before pushing up. The big thing I've got to say, though, is although GBI do have a good control over this sort of middle point that we're having a look over in the middle of your screen at the moment, have a look at that flank. This SESH team is around the flank of this GBI push. I think GBI is really going to have to push them out of this southern side before they deal with before they're able to do anything else. The next point is contested. Route to harass is getting contested. I am not seeing... Looks like it's just that recon tank that's sitting back there providing a little bit of cap weight. Look, that's huge that the recon tank is still up. That can be a real thorn in the side until they can get some actual armor onto the field to start to deal with it. But yeah, GBI are starting to cap route to harass. I know I called it earlier, 5-0 to GBI, but holy shit, I didn't think it'd be this quick. SESH have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of lads on offense, rHagrid. Geez, you'd like to think they'd start spawning back to try and deal with this, just to try and get some cap pressure back, mate.
Yeah, even just a couple of lads going back. It's odd just to see so many on the front line there. Nobody really hopping back to deal with it.
Yeah, look, I agree. That said, they are putting a good amount of pressure on Hospice at the moment. So look, well done to them. They do have a couple of lads moving out of this wheat field to the top. I do this a lot in the stream, but when we see these wheat fields, it looks like, how do you not see anybody in there? But if we get down to ground level, have a look at that. That's what they're looking at when they're crawling through it. It can be very difficult to spot some players. We've got a bit of a tank battle going on. That's going to be a Panzer IV versus a 75. Shots going on to the Panzer IV. More. I don't know who's going to win this one. Is it a 75 or a 76? I probably should get over there. Panzer IV is going to win that one, and I do believe that Panzer IV was able to take out the 75 Sherman that was. Panzer IV, I don't know whether you know this, but they're not supposed to be on fire. They do have one of their tank crews out providing some reps, so good battle won nice and early for the SESH armor there. Well done to those lads. GBI do look like they managed to clean up a lot of this middle area towards the town. It's exactly what I was talking about before. They have cleaned up towards the south of the map. There are a couple of lads. Konsu is going to be the squad lead that we're looking at. That's the red berry that's just sort of cruising around, seeing whether he can find some of the GBI boys. Dankus, that's one hell of a player. Guarantee you we're going to see him with some big plays. He's going to have Santo just behind him. It looks like they're going to be like ships passing in the night, and they're not going to come up against each other. Dankus is just going to push on, see if he can get a nice little flank on there. He's going to push up against Mesatu, the recon spotter. Looks like he redeployed then, I think.
Yeah, redeployed, I think.
I don't think anybody shot him unless there was a headshot from far further away than I could see then. Dankus won't know that there's an OP in front of him. I feel like it's going to be incumbent on him to push up and take that one out. He might hear it from here, so if he hears that, just push up to the wall. I think that's going to be close enough to get it, perhaps, mate. Yep, and takes out the OP. Good play. Well played, Dankus. Let's push up to Hospice, because I feel like we, with only one camera, I do need to be everywhere at once. Let's see how things are looking at over there. Igniculus, latency, fairly even, which is what I like to see. So we can have a look at that. Yeah, I feel like it's actually pretty good between these two sides. Have a look at that. Scroll through some scores for you, and we'll get back into the action, shall we? SESH, good push onto the middle of Hospice. I feel like GBI will be all over that. They do have the bulk of their forces pushing towards the south. I think... rHagrid, what do you think about this, my friend? With that push that GBI's got to the south, could they be diverting a few lads up to the north to really retake that western side of Hospice and deny GBI the ability?
I think GBI is going to have to end up pushing up there, especially because if you notice in the center of the town, a lot of the SESH players are actually being taken out. So they don't have that pressure from both sides. So you can see them now, they're starting to push into SESH's line there towards Hospice.
Yep, and I think if we have a look at the sort of difference between these 2 points, Hospice is the strong point that you can see on the right where most of the players are. Route to harass is that strong point to the left of your screen, the little red spot down there. If GBI are able to push to the north and really take out that cover, which is sort of the center middle of your screen, about where the Flying Doge and Vermouth are, if they can push SESH out of there, then they have open fields to the west, and I feel like holding that will be a lot easier. Holding that front door will be a lot easier for them. What have we got? We've got a lucky little Stuart cruising around. It did take a hit. It is on fire. I don't know whether you know this, rHagrid, but tanks are not supposed to be on fire like that.
No, but I think he just took out their back Gary, though. The one the
Did he
commander put
now?
up at the start. I
Oh,
think
the
that's
one we
what
were
was
watching
there.
before. Delicious.
Yep.
So well played from the Stewart doing its job. It did actually take out that AT player as well to buy itself a little bit of time. It is backing back into it. Censored's going to have a bit of fight with the Flying Doge. Looks like they're going to be peeking the corner. Flying Doge doesn't know it, but Censored has moved around his right-hand side. This is going to be a fight. This could be clutch. Censored taking out the Flying Doge. Flying Doge is going to have no more impact on this area. That could have been huge. If Doge managed to take out Censored and kept pushing down there and took out all the spawn points, obviously that had cut off the ability for SESH to push on Hospice. Have a look at that. Have a look at those red berries. I think GBI could be in a bit of trouble here, and they are starting to lose the point just a little bit, actually. Now I've said that. It is being defended. Contested. It's going to flash backwards and forwards a lot. Welcome everybody else that's joining. God damn, it's a pleasure to see so many good humans in chat. You're all amazing. Never let anybody say anything bad about you. There, I said it. It looks like these GBI lads, the Blueberries, they're both trying to push SESH out of this wheat field that we're looking at towards the north, which is the middle of your screen. T-Max is going to push up. Dusty's going to push up and have a bit of an assault on McQueen. These guys are going to push straight into each other. Dusty, heads up, how did you not see him? I don't understand.
Goes to show you the visibility in there. You can't see anything.
Oh, McQueen doing the dirty on Dusty, taking him out in the wheat field, and he's going to push on very narrow onto wheat field. We've got I'm not even pronouncing that, and Hans pushing up on the northern flank of this GBI push. Another spawn wave going in. Is that a garrison? It is a garrison. Sort of just behind that hedge line up there with a little cheeky repair station as well. So they're going to keep putting pressure on the north of this GBI, of this SESH line. And that said, it is still a shit fight over Hospice. The middle of the town, Hagrid, this could still go either way. It looks like SESH have managed to get lots more lads back in, and they've really taken that western side of town. As I say that, we get a bit of a spawn wave. Looks like there's a little OP in there. There we go. There's GBI OP just sitting in the corner in that little mini courtyard we have there. Dankus is going to do some work. Perpy's going to take out one of the SESH lads. Well done. Spawn wave from SESH is going to be around the back of Dankus. I feel like he probably needs to turn around, otherwise he's going to get brutally murdered. He's not. He's going to get over the wall, and he's just going to keep putting pressure towards the west of the map. Another spawn wave from GBI. They're going to do a bit of work on the SESH lads there. Stay Sharp is going to be a little bit behind. Dingus. There you go. That man, his name is Dingus. Bruce is going to be on the machine gun. Is he set up with a little bit of a field of fire? Nope. He's just cruising around. He's going to be an AT. Sorry, that was not a machine gun. Don't mind me while I get the icons completely wrong. I'm half blind. There is nothing you can do about it. SESH got a little bit of a cap on Hospice as well. GBI desperately trying to hang on here. Looks like they've taken the western side of the town back again. This is backwards and forwards, Hagrid. What a fucking cracker of a fight over the middle of the map at the moment, mate.
Yeah, my face is nearly through my monitor just trying to get in closer to look at it all and watch everything that's happening. It's so hard to keep up with everything.
I feel like I need about 40 cameras to be able to catch every little bit of action on this. SESH doing a little bit of work down the north side there. They managed to cross the road. GBI is still up on the flank. They have lost that garrison, though. I did miss that going down. It means they're going to be pushed a little bit further back. Causy's going down. Dr. 280 is going to come up against ABG Hall. It's going to come down to who sees who first. I feel like Dr. 280 is probably going to be a bit of a disadvantage. He is going to make it to cover, however. Nade's going out. I think that's probably the right call. ABG is going to sit and put some fire down range. Dr. 280 is going to cop it then. No good. Smoke's going down for SESH. Lots of them are dying, however. Battletoad. Is that Battletoad? I don't know what that guy's name is, but is that a Lucky Little Luke's is going to come in support? Little like Tank is going to help them out a lot. They can get that armor out and try and deal with some of that. As I said, it's going to take a rocket from Cactus. No, it's going to be Boney is going to do that one. The Luke's is aware of him. All he needs to do is get one more out. Bombing run going in. That's going to be the GBI bombing run. Just trying to clean up that northern side mostly. It did look like it got some fire onto that Lucky Little Luke's. I didn't see who took that out, whether it was the bombing run or the AT, but no more armor support from up there, and GBI desperately trying to hold on to this northern side. Let's have a look at what the town's doing. It looks like SESH has managed to start winning some gunfights. They are very narrow on the point. Hagrid, I think GBI need to get a little bit worried now. Have a look at those red berries that are really starting to take that sector control back towards the south and the west at this point.
100%. Like, SESH has just managed to hold those houses in the middle there the entire time. And I think that's just been huge for them. It stopped GBI closing in from the south. And they've just been able to hold on. Even when they've lost most of their players, they can just still hold on.
It's been absolutely clutch, isn't it? And have a look at that. SESH is starting to take back this middle point. It's about it's about a quarter capped now. Incumbent on GBI to get the lads back and try and rework this defense, because I feel like they're still in a lot of trouble. They have been pushed back off a couple of their Garys. They're going to take a little bit of time to have a look at what their Gary situation is. They do have that rear Gary sitting back in the F column, and they do have that south one. So that's the bulk of their defense is running off those at the moment. Recon going in, so they'll be able to see exactly where all those SESH lads are. You can see all those little red flashing dots there. They've got the defensive Garys as well back in the G column. But most of this defense that we're seeing is a scrambling defense off these really narrow defensive Garys. SESH, have a look at that. They are pushing up deep. That little Asian lettering from SESH has managed to grab that. Attila the Fun will have a chance to take him up if he's got his gun out. He's not going to get it out in time. Kektis is going to go down as well. Well played to that lad. He's managed to gain the edge of the house. He's taken down an OP as well. Huge. Terry, have a look around, sister. Because that guy's going to keep shooting at you. He's going to go down to a headshot. Looks like Defective TV is going to do the work that time. Or Terry, I didn't quite see who. Sensor's going to make it across the road. 3/4 cap from SESH. GBI, I think they need to reset rHagrid. I think they need to get back to Cemetery and rework this defense and figure out how the hell they're going to take back Hospice.
Yeah, 100%. That solo push into the manor there, I think, did the damage it needed to.
It was
and that's just pushed GBI off.
Absolutely clutch from that lad. We're going to see the middle cap after an early cap, a very early cap from GBI. We're going to see the middle cap go towards SESH now, and there it is. So that's going to be all the GBI Garys that we just talked about go down. So they're back to their G column defensive Garys. None of them are lit up though, so they'll take a little bit of solace in that fact, and they'll feel a little bit safer spawning on those more offensive Garys, and just try and rework this line. Try and figure out a way through this SESH defense. Have a look at that. The Red Berries have just won every single gunfight through there. Good luck, GBI. It's going to be some work to do from here, but you know what? I believe in you, lads. You can do it. SESH, I know it. I know you've taken this back, but you are going to have some work taking it back from this GBI team. Both of these teams very strong in the international community. Both of them drawn the same group in the upcoming seasonal tournament. I know I've said it a few times, just in case anybody's joining now. It'll be interesting. GBI committing quite a lot to this northern push. They're the blueberries we can see now. It does look like it's only going to be Hans and Arceus, the SESH commander over there. There was a little bit of spawn wave there. That's going to be the bulk of the SESH forces trying to deal with this. I feel like if GBI can push around, McQueen spawning in as well, I feel like that's probably going to be enough to deal with this GBI push. They are being very cautious. It looks like instead of pushing further west, they are going to go narrow and see whether they can do start taking back. Cash Cow Clink is going to start shooting. I feel like that's a long way to shoot for a assault player, but good luck to you. Snack the Ripper. Corsi's going to be up there as well. I'll tell you what, SESH is doing really well to start establishing this sector control. It's what we sort of wanted to see from GBI early. SESH are really taking up that call and really starting to push out that sector control and dealing with this GBI counter push. So well done to them. GBI still looking for a way through. Whew. Let's get back at...
There's a lot happening, Stu, isn't there?
If I can still talk by the end of this cast, I feel like something... it'll be some sort of minor miracle.
Yeah, they're lucky GBI's got Cemetery. I feel like Cemetery's a nice spot to fall back onto because it's not too far south of the town and of Hospice, so they'll be able to regroup around here and push easily back into the crossroads south of Hospice and then up from there. It's also good that they're still holding that pressure north of Hospice as well because it's going to provide a nice flank and they'll be able to collapse in on SESH if they can get an opportunity.
Yeah, look, absolutely correct, Hagrid. And have a look at this is what he's talking about. Cemetery is such a good point to be falling back to because have a look at those open fields all the way around it. That's why GBI only have a few lads. It looks like they've got a couple of lads that are pushing up on this left flank, which is good because it's towards the south. That's exactly where they need to push to be up on the side of these red berries that are providing the bulk of the SESH attack at the moment. Lots of blueberries, lots of GBI lads holding this town area. Have a look at that. Have a look at those buildings in that church area that sort of push towards the left of your screen. That's exactly where you'd expect the main attack from SESH to come. Because that, if you push in through here, as we can see, there is lots of cover, lots of buildings for them to push directly into Cemetery from. So GBI recognizing that they do need to hold this area and committing a lot of troops to there. They are pushing towards that middle of the town area as well. The gunfight seemed to be pretty even. GBI Bear taking down somebody there. Well done. Good friend of the stream, GBI Bear. Let's have a look towards the north. Looks like they are keeping some pressure on, but SESH have recognized that it could be an area of weakness for them. So they do have a lot of lads back. Lots of them just dying there. I didn't see whether they redeployed or got brutally murdered. Given that one just got headshot, I'm going to say they got murdered. SESH doing a very good job pushing them out. Artillery is probably going to help them a little bit with that. Rocket going into that, it's going to be a 75 Sherman, crewed by Aviator, Jabiru, and Ready Fish, and that rocket's going to get deflected. Holy crap, Hagrid, I didn't know that was a thing. That is the first time I've
either. I'm wondering now if you can actually get a kill doing that.
I know, I didn't, like, I knew that they deflected, but I have never seen a rocket deflect and actually hit something. There you go. How many hours of Hell Let Loose do I have, and I'm still learning things? How many of these goddamn matches? How many of these matches have I cast, and I'm still seeing new stuff? Snack the Ripper is going to be the engineer. He's just going to be up there trying to provide a little bit of rep work. He's going to hope that he doesn't get brutally murdered before that. That tank is probably going to want to stop before he runs over his repairman. Get behind it, Snack the Ripper, because I feel like somebody's going to be able to see you over there. There you go. Getting a little bit of rep work done. Woo! Battle line from SESH is still starting to push out. Have a look at that sector control. It's something we've seen the Chinese clans do very, very well. I didn't see what got brutally blown up there. Let me have a look. Please clear smoke. I need to see exactly what they killed. That was a 76 going down. I didn't see who killed that, but no more 76. I think that was potentially a repair station that we saw explode there. So, look, very well done. I feel like they're really digging the heels in there, SESH. Kill the repair station, kill the tank. Fuck you, tank. Fuck you, GBI. No more armor to you.
Yeah, they're doing really well taking that armor out, Stu. Like, that's just handicapping GBI really hard right now.
I think that was
those tanks going down.
I think that was absolutely clutch, and it's really let this SESH side push out down this hedgerow that we were talking about before. We're going to see Causey. I don't know whether McQueen knows he's there. Oh, he had time to jump and brutally murder him. Causey, unlucky, my friend. I feel like you probably had the time to get the jump on him there. There you go. Pampan's going to die before I manage to call out his name. It's going to be T-Max and Hello Fresh, potentially. Who knows? Hello Friend. I don't know what his name is. Dusty is going to push up. They're going to need to do some work to get these SESH lads out. But SESH, absolutely dominating this match at the moment. GBI getting pushed back across the board, Hagrid.
Yeah, everywhere. Like, even up north, I thought SESH would at least probably try and hold that line for a little bit, you know, gather themselves before trying to make a move through the town, but they just seem to be pushing the line out.
Yeah, they're absolutely winning gunfights left, right, and center at the moment. After that early cap, I thought GBI potentially had this, but SESH showing they're not going to lose an early cap. They're not going to let an early cap get to them. They're going to keep fighting. Have a look at this SESH push. This is huge. They are right up the north of this GBI line. It looks like they've spawned back at a little bit of a garrison they have down there. I don't know whether you're going to get across that field. That could be crucial.
That's so dangerous right there. Like,
they have been seen. Hello Friend going down. T-Max and Pampan are going to get stuck out in the middle. A little bit of smoke, but I feel like that is a small amount of smoke to cover the entire field. They did do a little bit of SESH murder right there. If they can get it across, that could be huge. Dusty was the only squad lead there. He's going to go down before he gets a chance. Machine gun fire going in. It looks like the tank has sighted them now. That's going to be the Panzer IV from SESH. Is looking at that truth movement across there. Almost got into cover. I feel like that's me every time I run across an open field, is I get about 5 meters from cover, and then I get brutally murdered. But that's going to be the entire push from GBI, trying to make it across the flank of this SESH push. Well done to SESH. I think they played very well there. Pushing up to that hedgerow and really cutting off that push from the Gary spawn. GBI, geez, lads, you have a lot of work to do. Please, reset. Keep pushing. I believe in you, boys. You can do this. Whew.
I think they need to just pull back a little bit more, especially from the north there. They need to reset their line further back.
Yep.
And then meet the SESH line head on and then start to push back from there, because they're just getting broken now and it feels like they're playing reactively rather than doing it on their own terms.
I wonder what you think about this, Hagrid. is have a look at this. If we see where this garrison is, it has nothing but open field all around it towards the north and the west. They could hold that area with a minimum of people. If they diverted all their troops for a push elsewhere, and just left a skeleton crew to defend this SESH push. SESH aren't going to be able to push without a lot of support. I say
one 4-man squad there is plenty. That'll stop SESH. The GBI boys are good enough; they can do it. Just 4 blokes up there. Send the rest down south, I think.
Kashi, the automatic rifleman's going to push up. Censored looks like he took out an OP there. I didn't see that there before, but he's up on the flank of Kashkar Clink, who's going to get brutally murdered. Magic Mutant's going to take some fire by Censored. Censored's just sort of cruising around there. Oh no, Censored didn't take him out because he was still trying to kill the corpse. The classic Nazi double tap is what we were seeing there. He's just going to be a bit of a bushwookie. I guarantee you he's going to get brutally murdered. I didn't see him put down an OP, so that could have been a clutch kill. If they managed to get that wheat field and get an OP down there, that could have been absolutely devastating for GBI, so well done to those lads. Little bit of a push we're seeing. It's just gunfights in the middle. This is this town area towards the north and west of Cemetery that we are talking about before. Crucial area if you're trying to both attack and defend Cemetery. I'll tell you what, that's a lot of GBI lads. There was one just died up in the church tower there. Gandalf the White's going to be cruising around there, seeing whether he can get some kills. He does have Stay Sharp just towards the opposite side of this wall to him, and they're not looking at each other. Gandalf the White, he got the first shot, unable to take advantage. Coco's going to do some murder there. That was huge. GBI, they're just losing gunfights at the moment. rHagrid, then like you can have all the best tactics in the world, but unless you're able to shoot the enemy, I feel like you're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, they just seem to lose the gunfights, and that's really hurting them at the moment.
Yeah, this team needs to reset. We saw them winning lots earlier. I mean, it seemed to be fairly even earlier, even sort of a GBI advantage. But SESH just starting to win this one. GBI really starting to get pushed back. They are maintaining a good front through this middle thing. But if you had a look at it before, SESH are starting to gain ground. They have got that really crucial crucial church area. They can get a lad up in that church tower and start providing fire. It'll mean there are less places for GBI to hide. Have a look at that. That is the recon squad. It's going to be Mesatu and Sato. Cooked is going to get taken down by Sato. Very good shooting from him. That recon squad, they're starting to push up. Bonnie, probably get your eyes up, mate, because you have a SESH recon squad just cruising around past you now. I wonder whether or not it was called out, because is he? Yep, he is peeking there, so he will be well aware. He's going to get taken down. Sato, the recon sniper's going to brutally murder him there. So very, very good work from that recon squad. It's something you don't see too much in competitive play, Hagrid. They just took it down an OP as well. But that recon squad, really on the front lines, and they're doing some work.
Yeah, it's kind of a good spot for them to be, actually, down the south there, because it's going to pull GBI players down, because they're right on the front doorstep of Cemetery there. And, if they can keep downing guys and pulling them out of that center part there with the church, SESH is just going to be able to push right in.
Yeah, and it's what we were sort of talking about before is that sort of south and west area of Cemetery just is a lot of open field. So I think you're right. That's the perfect place for a sniper to be. That recon squad, I guarantee you, he's going to get an OP down there, because that's where I want to see him play, is around this area.
Get him in that little shed there and just watch out in front towards Cemetery.
Yeah, this SESH lad looks like he's going to get some fire in. He's going to go take down Attila the Fun. I feel like he should be at a disadvantage out in the middle of a field, but GBI just unaware that that's going on. There is an assault. That's all right. We didn't get across to him. Obviously, as soon as I look at anybody, commentators curse moons, they're going to get brutally murdered.
Is that a SESH squad lead way behind Cemetery there to your right?
Let me have a look. That's going to be Zhang. That is a very deep squad lead. He might be able to get a cheeky little OP or a Gary. There is the GBI Gary dude just got taken down to the south. I wonder if you've seen the Gary out this way, because there is a GBI garrison out in this wheat field over here. It looked like he did just turn back before he saw that one, but I'm wondering whether I can't see it. So we don't have the second camera. I don't have a player on the SESH side. So I can't see whether or not he's got down a OP, but he's going to get brutally murdered. Hopefully he's got that OP down, because an OP right behind, taken down by Grink. Well played to you, lad. If he's got an OP down there, that'll provide a genuinely difficult point for GBI to defend.
Yeah, I think it was unfortunate that he got a little bit too close to that rear garrison, and that probably notified GBI that there was somebody back there who shouldn't be there.
Yeah, completely correct, Hagrid. They sort of act like lighthouses sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, a little beacon just to let you know that somebody's doing nefarious things behind your front line.
The GBI beacons are lit. Let's see whether or not they're going to respond to it. That northern area looks like SESH has done some work. That is 2 squad leads, McQueen and Censored, that are managing to push up. This is going to be difficult. GBI have to respond to this. If they can't push SESH out of here, I feel like Cemetery is going to be in a genuine amount of trouble. They have been pushed back nearly across the board. Look at that. That is a GBI team playing very deep defensively. We are under an hour left to go in this 56 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in this match. GBI on the ropes, but I believe in this team. This was always going to be a close match. I believe they have the ability to take this one back and start winning this, but SESH showing what a great comp side they are and really taking it to this OCE side. Don't mind me, I'm just spraying to get a little bit of nicotine in and around my main face hole. Thank you very much for allowing me that time. Means I don't have to jump out for a dart, so I feel like that makes everyone happy. Magic Mutant's going to be in that little wheat field there. He won't know it, but he is completely surrounded by SESH. Isn't that funny, Hagrid? We can see every player, but Magic Mutant, you never know. Actually, he is down. He might be completely aware that he's surrounded. He might have taken a few shots. Lone Wolf something is going to be up that way. Censored is going to be the squad lead we were talking about before. Very deep. That's a very deep McQueen from SESH. If he's able to get spawn points up there, that'll be genuine trouble for this GBI side. As we said, they're defending very, very deep. GBI really starting to put the hurt on them, mate.
Yeah, SESH is just, their line's sort of, it's turned into a bit of a bear hug here. They're just kind of enveloping the remaining GBI forces there, forcing them into a little clump and then just taking them from all sides.
Yeah, look, absolutely correct. They've really started to encircle it. We are seeing these GBI lads up towards this way, that we're looking towards the north of the point. They are trying to get around this SESH line, but have a look at that. Look at those red berries. They are absolutely around the side of those boys. I don't know whether he knows it, but Battle Toast, I'm going to say it was. He's about the most right of all the GBI boys. As part of this line, he really needs to stay alive, get a spawn point up, and they need to get some pressure onto this right side before it causes some genuine issues for them.
They need to start trying to take some of these structures back up the north. Like, you can see all the red berries, they're just located in the little houses that are dotted around, and then GBI's just stuck out in the fields.
Yeah, and look, they have obviously, we saw it early, but they have recognized this town area. But dude, it is SESH has managed to gain a bit of a foothold in there, and it is just gunfights. So, which we're seeing. We're currently seeing SESH win most of the gunfights at the moment. Bear's going to do a bit of work there to take out the last of those lads. Up on the right side, Dankus is going to go down. Looks like Otto or Hacko took him down there. Cloud 199 is going to take down Soups No Rules, friend of the stream. Soups, we love him. He's a good lad. But yeah, this SESH side still going to keep doing some work. GBI, a lot of work to do. Hans is going to push in beside as the assault. Lone Walker, I don't know what his name is. I can't tell. They always get cut off by Hell Let Loose, but Lone Wall, that'll do. They're just going to keep Lone Wall. They're going to keep putting some pressure on there. Welcome anybody else that's joining the stream. This is a SESH versus GBI in a 49v49 friendly scrim. Currently, we've just seen GBI took an early cap of Hospice, which is the middle point, and SESH putting in the hard yards, taking back the points, so congratulations to them. And we're currently seeing a very scrambly defense from this GBI side, trying to push it out. Lots of GBI lads just died. That'll provide SESH the opportunity to start pushing up. Good luck, lads. This could be trouble for Cemetery, Hagrid.
Yep, and all those SESH blokes were ready to go too. As soon as those fellas were taken out, there was just a numerous amount of red berries there ready to take their spot. Yep,
absolutely taking advantage of it, weren't they? Ready to pounce. Yep. This is a ruthless game from these SESH lads. I tell you what, if this game is anything to go by, I can almost guarantee you seasonals will be some of the best competition that we have ever seen in Hell Let Loose. Both of these teams have drawn Group D, if I'm not mistaken. It is the Stink Bug, the Banana Bug group. I don't know. They love their fucking bugs in Seasonal. I'm only just getting my head around it, but they are in the same group. GBI are going to have to come up against the Circle, which is another banger of a Hell Let Loose squad. Currently losing to SESH, but look, all credit to GBI. We know how well they can play. We know they can turn this back. All it's going to take is a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of work. But have a look at this. Despite the amount of pressure they've got on Cemetery, SESH really have that defensive depth working for them as well. They have a recon squad sitting nice and far back. OF, OnlyFans, well done. The SESH lad is the squad leader who's just sort of sitting behind. Let's have a look at what the Gary situation for this GBI side's looking like. Very defensive, exactly as you'd expect. We do have a squad lead. That's going to be the recon squad. It's going to be Fuji's dad. I wonder if he can potentially maybe get up into this E column to really try and deal with and provide an angle of attack. If GBI can get an angle of attack and try and deal with Hospice, they might have the ability to try and take some of the pressure off Cemetery, because at the moment it's been absolutely relentless from SESH. Ooh.
Yeah, they've just been going 110% since coming out of the gate. SESH have just been pushing hard. This is great to watch. I'm sweating already.
Oh, dude. I'm not even playing and I'm sweating. This is not how it's supposed to be. What we were talking about before, this sort of northern area, looks like GBI's put a lot of resources in to try and take this back from this SESH team. They are getting a few kills around there. If they can push out there, that'll give them an angle on Hospice, so well done. I think that's exactly what they needed to do. Hello Friend's going to die before I can call him out, but Battle Toast, Dr. 280 and Dusty are going to be alive. Bit of a spawn wave we're seeing from SESH in there. Looks like they're running off an OP. That's going to be Hans and McQueen. Jeez, how many times have we called those names out this game? They're having a cracking match. They're going to be most of this left flank for SESH. They won't know it, but it doesn't look like they're aware that GBI are up on their flank. Let's get down. Dusty, just sort of cruising, having a look. Another spawn wave from that OP. Have a look down the road because you might be able to see McQueen. Dusty going to take down McQueen there. Well done. He's going to take some fire. So SESH are aware that GBI are up on their flank now. Dusty, get your guns out because going to get another kill. Was that Vermouth? Great name. Not the most Chinese name I've ever heard, but I do love myself a good martini. So Vermouth, you get my points. Dusty's going to get some fire off you. They are aware you're there now, Dusty. So I feel like you're going to need somebody up to support. Dr. 280 is going to come up and provide that support. Asian lettering's up towards the west. Hans is sitting in the wheat field, just sort of cruising up, seeing what he can do. Dusty's going to get brutally murdered before he's managed to do anything else. Battle Toast and Dr. 280 going to do some work. ABG is going to he's sort of cruising around. I feel like this is exactly what he needed to do. Just sort of peeking some walls, seeing what he can see from this side, seeing whether he can get some firearms. He's going to take down Battletoads. Good shooting, my friend. Well done. Bit of a spawn wave from GBI coming out. They really do need to take down this right side. If they can control this right side, they might be able to roll up this this SESH side, and that might be their best way forward. A lot of GBI dead in the middle there. A lot of GBI dead, and not many of those red berries are dying, so it looks like SESH, they're starting to push into Cemetery, Hagrid. This could be this point. This could be the turning point of Cemetery, my friend.
Yep, it looks like those, the recon squad and a couple of other SESH fellas that were down south have managed to pull the GBI players down, and that's just provided enough room for SESH to come in from the north.
Yeah, that's a very good way of calling it as well. A couple of squads have pulled them away from the defensive point. It's given their sort of more narrow squads the room, and I think that's you've called it exactly the way it is, my friend. And that's why I have you on as a co-caster. If you haven't already, I'm sure somebody's already there you go. Nicholas has posted it already, but go give this man, Hagrid, a follow. One of my favorite Twitch streamers. You can get him at twitch.tv/Hagrid, and I guarantee you'll have one hell of a time if you go swing by there. Hagrid, one hell of a game I've got you here for, my guy. Gandalf the White is going to be the squad lead. He does look like he's got through this. Konsu looks like he's probably pretty aware that this GBI team has got around. I feel like Gandalf the White, if you just sort of hold up in that house, don't let them be aware you're there. Konsu will just go, oh, I guess we're done here, and move on. Might be your best thing. Actually, no. Gandalf's going to get the window and be taken down. Konsu, that was absolutely clutch. That was squad leader versus squad leader. He wasn't in there. He wasn't there at all. I was looking at the building, but he'd actually gone through the courtyard. So don't mind me whilst I completely chongle everything I see on this match cast. Lucky you guys are listening, and thank you very much for everybody that's here. GBI got very, very deep. It looks like they've started to push them out of that cemetery area. That said, SESH is up and around on their flank. Just continuing that encirclement we keep banging on about. GBI, they have got lads up towards the north. It looks like it's a fairly even gunfight at the moment. Fairly even numbers. All it'll take is GBI, if they can start pushing out from here, it is a fairly skeleton crew back on the, for SESH back on the strong point. If they can get a squad lead or a garrison up there, there is a good chance that they can put that pressure on that Cemetery desperately needs to take the pressure off. They have diverted a lot of their players up to this north thing. The biggest problem is there isn't that much angle of attack. Unless they can gain this sort of area, this hedgerow area towards the right, they're going to struggle to get down this right-hand side. And even if they push up the road, they are going to have... See those two red berries, Toolcat and McQueen, are going to be on their right flank if they push up that road. It is difficult from here, but there are ways forward for GBI. SESH looks like they've got all the angles covered for now, but I'm genuinely interested to see which way this match goes. Whew!
Yeah, turn it into an absolute banger, Stu. Yeah, like you're saying, up north, they really have to try and spread out from that position, because if they go down that main road there, then they're just going to be shot from the left and right and front, and it's just going to not work out well for them. So they really need to get north and take that hedgerow and then push up along like they did at the start.
Yeah, completely agree. I'm liking what I'm seeing here from GBI. Looks like they've got a squad just sort of trying to re-establish this middle of the battle line. If you have a look at those red berries, they have that sort of real U shape that they pushed in towards the middle top of your screen at the moment. And that's what this GBI side has done. As I say, the Flying Doge, Pedro, and Soups No Rules going down. Looks like they're just trying to establish that battle line, push up, and put some pressure on this SESH side that are trying to move from the right to the left of your screen to try and take out that. But have a look at this. This is a fairly static defense, and this is what we've seen from the current meta in Hell Let Loose, is this battle line. They've established sort of this manor area as an area they need to hold. So the middle of this battle line is really holding there. They've got a couple of outliers like Otto holding this sort of... these open fields to the right, and that's all it takes. It's exactly what you were saying before, Hagrid, is it'll only take this one-man Otto can hold off the entire enemy team from here, because he just gets the picky shots, has an open field, can just keep throwing fire down range, and he doesn't need an entire squad here. The rest of his team can go off and start pushing those hard points, and I feel like that's what's been beneficial for them.
Yeah, they definitely know how to use their players and where to put them, utilising their strengths to hold key areas and using the rest of them to push in against GBI's line.
Yeah. Have a look at that. SESH is very deep on the cemetery as well. GBI, they've got a scrambling defense on at the moment. I do like, however, as I say, that they have been pushed back. But there is only the sort of 6 or 7 GBI lads on cemetery itself. They haven't panicked. As I say, there's a big spawn wave to the Gary bat right behind it. These guys, you'd expect this GBI side to spread out and try and control the sectors around. Looks like Tozzy and Squishy Boot are going to push up this hedgerow, just see if they can put a bit of pressure on this GBI flank. Asian Lettering's going to see whether he can gain that hedgerow. He's going to take some shots. He's going to cross an open field. I wonder whether Bonnie's going to see him and brutally murder him. Hacker's going to go down as well from SESH. Stay Sharp is going to die. Every single one of them. That was well dealt with by GBI. But look, it was a ballsy push by SESH, and I appreciate everything they do, but that one came to nothing. They'll reset, redeploy, and continue that push. Gandalf the White, it's one hell of a player from GBI, is going to push up. Coco and Lone Wall are going to be the last of it. There we go. Gandalf and Magic are going to die there. No good. Lone Wall and Tozzy are going to be the last ones here. That looks like they're just sort of peeking each other, holding their line, seeing whether or not they can do a little bit of murder. Lone Wall's going to get some fire out. Don't know what he was shooting at because I can't quite see, but that's fine. He's going to be shooting right down there. Looks like he was managing to take out Blue V there. And he's going to take out Gusket as well. Tozzy's still up on that hedgerow. I don't know whether Lone Wall knows he's there. There is one of those squad leads. Have a look at that. Is Zhang. Zhang was again. Yeah, that one we were talking about before. Just sort of sitting towards the south. Surely he's got himself a cheeky OP up there. Let me have a look. Yes, he can get an OP there. That is a spot. I wonder whether he gets an OP in a delicious spot. And they can open up an entire another front that GBI will have to deal with. This match, even though it's only 2-3, 3-2 currently to going SESH's way, I feel like they've got absolute control over this. GBI really need to pull something out to try and deal with this. I'm just going to push back and have a look at the back of SESH's line. It doesn't look like there's even any recons. Oh, no, there we go. As I say that, it's still Fuji's dad and the Moe. Just trying to put a bit of pressure down there. RKS is going to be the commander. I wonder if this recon squad can get over there and try and deal with this commander. Good luck, lads. I feel like that would help them out just a little bit. Stop the commander from pulling out a few abilities from time to time. Welcome everybody else that's joining the stream. God damn, it's a pleasure to see so many of you damn good eggs around here. I don't know whether anybody's told you this, but anybody that has ever found their way to the stream is just a better class of human being than everybody else in the world. And nobody can ever take that away from you. Welcome, it's a pleasure. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. This is GBI versus SESH. And in a 49v49 friendly. Still anybody's game, but SESH all over him at the moment. They are winning this game, both in terms of sector control and points. Woo.
SESH is just doing so well. Like they don't even need to push up north anymore. They're just holding. They can just hold GBI back for days there, but it just goes to show how important those critical locations are, like the buildings with the fields around them, because you can just have one guy sit in there and he'll stop a squad for days.
Yeah.
What did Zhang end up getting up to down south? Did he manage to...
There he is. He's just cruising around, doing Zhang things.
Just doing his thing.
Yeah, I don't know whether you know this about Zhang. As a player, he fucking loves doing Zhang. Ooh, he does have an OP down there. There you go. It looks like Reflex is going to spawn. They're not going to try... They do have a one supply box down there. I wonder whether Reflex... rHagrid, I think his name is. He's going to redeploy. I'm going to go ahead and assume they asked him to deploy as support, so he could drop that second box on, and he's just gone, oh, shit, no, I'm assault, sorry, just give me a sec. If they double box this and get a Gary there, this could be an absolutely huge play from Zhang. I don't know whether... It doesn't look like GBI are aware of it in the slightest.
Yeah, I think he's learnt from last time, and he's taken himself a little further out.
Yep.
Just so he can't be found by anybody just wandering around. There's the second box there.
There we go. There's the double box. We're going to see him pull out the... there's a Garrison. Exactly as we called it. Double box Gary from Zhang. Absolutely clutch there. There are no GBI around it. They do have their Southern Garys. So once SESH starts to move in sort of range of that, and God damn it, chat, I always forget this stuff, but can you tell me how close before the garrison starts to ping as hot? I guarantee you somebody in chat will fill me in that one. I appreciate you guys. That's why I keep you around. But have a look at that. Those ones will start letting GBI know that there is a southern flank going on. And I don't know about you, rHagrid. If I'm playing in the team and I see that, I start to get a bit worried when they do.
Oh, yeah, I'd be freaking out. So it's lucky why I'm never in charge of anything, because it'd be panic central, that's for sure.
Oh,
but
dude,
I feel
100%.
Like GBI is disciplined enough. I think they'll be able to handle it well. As soon as they notice it, they'll be able to swing everybody around and not overcommit to it as well.
I'm just going to point out something for you, Hagrid. It's something that doesn't get enough in comp games. This is Mr. Tom Wanks. He's going to be running artillery. He's the sole artilleryman for GBI now. Just putting fire down range. Looks like he's currently just trying to find... There you go. Adjusting his shots. Trying to provide some fire support whilst we wait for the battle lines to reassert themselves. Let's get up and have a look at what this SESH artillery is doing. Let's see if they are running. It looks like they probably are. It looks like DX is going to be on artillery for this SESH side. Just exactly what you'd expect to see. Just putting fire down, constantly shooting, readjusting. Who as an infantryman, Hagrid? I tell you what, artillery is the bane of my existence. There is nothing I hate more than dying constantly to artillery.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, especially on a map where you have to go through a choke point and they've just got it zeroed in.
Yep.
And yeah, the grind, just trying to get through.
Have a look at this. I wonder whether that was the right play, but Fuji's dad is the recon spotter. He is in position. It looks like... Oh, he's going to shoot. He gets a kill there, but now they're going to know he's here. They're also going to know he's here because, have a look at that. That is an airhead. That is a GBI airhead going down. Basically on the point. I think they're gambling that SESH don't have anybody back. And have a look at that. They've got Toolcat sitting back there, just waiting to see where this is going down. Surely. Toolcat's back. Marks is the machine gunner right underneath this GBI airhead. They are aware it's there. Oh, they're running away from it. Have they spotted it? I don't know. Fuji's dad, they are well aware he's there. The Moe is his sniper, but he's not going to be close enough to be able to support this airhead. I wonder.
Maybe they knew, and so Fuji's dad's providing a distraction, so all their eyes are focused on him while this airhead gets down. That's a good play.
I'm not seeing these SESH lads move back to the... Is that airhead? That airhead is clear. Holy shit. We could see a redeploy. Oh, potentially not. Bombing run going in over the top of that. They won't know this, but they didn't need to do that. Artillery. That'll be the GBI artillery. Just trying to put a couple of shots onto that airhead. If they can get a decent spawn wave off here, this could be absolutely clutch. It's so rare that you see airheads work this well in competitive play. I feel like most good sides have their eyes to the sky. This could be a massive spawn wave from GBI. That's huge. Contested. The last point did flash just contested as well. Cemetery was contested. Look at them spread out exactly like they should. There'll be a few squad leads in there. Bear's going to put down his OP. Magic Mutant's going to have his down as well. If GBI can push out and hold this area, this could be clutch. This could be a massive moment, rHagrid. Have a look at those blueberries swarming into the point.
Well, SESH is only just starting to pull everybody back now. I think they realise what's happening here.
They're only just starting to respond.
They can do it. I
don't know whether they can.
To get back.
Have a look at that spread. Lots of the GBI lads go down, but I'll tell you what, there's lots more to keep fighting. Observer was not observant enough as a spotter to see that. Richie's going to have a fighter in that building. Richie's going to take him down. He's taking control of that building. That's clutch. Sato's going to push up and try and provide a little bit of support. It's a cap race, rHagrid. GBI have spawned literally everybody in the world. They don't care. They know they're winning this cap race. They know they've got this. All they need to do is get the entirety of their squad as we see another spawn wave off that airhead. That was huge. Murray Mofo doing the clutch airhead to try and take this one. This is huge. Almost 2/3 cap. GBI crushing it with the airhead. Mother of God.
Absolutely insane right there. That's why you should never count GBI out.
No. We're coming up to 35 minutes left in this match, and GBI, have a look at the blueberries. I can't wait. I don't know. I know about you, rHagrid. I can't wait. As a caster, in 15 minutes time, I'm going to see chat go absolutely fucking ballistic at that, and I'm looking forward to it, my friend.
Can't wait to see what GBI does with this. Are they going to reform and hold the center point, or are they going to take their advantage and just keep pushing? Battletoast did some murder before he got taken out by ABG, who in turn got taken out himself. The next point is contested. That's just the Moe. Putting a little bit of cap weight on there, and a couple of the lads look like they're far forward enough. Bit of a spawn wave going down there. That was bulk murder. I don't know. I don't even know what that was. Is there? Sorry, there's a SESH Gary up there. Is there a GBI Gary? I'm not seeing it, but it does look like there was a good bunch of lads that moved forward there. That could have been huge if GBI managed to take out that. Yeah, that would have been massive.
Absolutely massive. GBI sitting very deep there. As you'd expect, there are lots of these SESH lads pushing back from that cemetery attack, just trying to take control of this. Lots of death going up towards the north of the map at the moment. Grink's going to go down. Perpy's going to be up there. He's going to take out the OP. Well done. He's done his job. Snack the Ripper's going to be in support. Caller's going to go down. Perby's going to go down as well. Snack the Ripper's got a couple of lads to deal with. Dusty's up there. Snack the Ripper dying brutally there. Dankus, big boy. Dankus. I don't know why you put big boy on there. Are you compensating? I'm saying well out of that. He's going to die to the tank. No good there. I didn't see where that tank was. Is it back here? It looks like that's the 76. That's going to be Aviator, Jabberoo, and Ready Fishy. Very good lads from this GBI side in that 76. Is there a tank there? Nope. That one's completely on fire and dead. I am not seeing any of this armor. I guarantee you, Chad has just pointed out, it's fucking there. It's a massive tank. How did you miss it? But have a look at this. The Moe and Fuji's dad, they're not settled with helping out with that airhead. They're just going to keep pushing on to the next point. I wonder if they've taken out this... I wonder if they've taken out the defensive Garys. Tool Dog's going to go down. Asian lettering and Fuji's dad, double Asian lettering. Fuji's dad going to take another one. That's clutch. Moe's coming up in support. Fuji's dad having a cracker.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need a big spawn wave going in from the defensive Gary from SESH there. Looks like they're going to take down a lot of those GBI lads to the south that are going to take out that. Holy shit, what a match. I I thought GBI were done and dusted, but they did take it back. But have a look at this. Having a look over the middle at the moment, SESH have pulled back and have started to take sector control back again. GBI were unable to take advantage of that, and SESH look like they're starting to cap the midpoint back again. Holy shit, Hagrid. This is the most backwards and forwards I think I've seen in way longer than I can remember. What a fucking banger of a match.
It's just amazing. Just SESH getting back onto there. Look at it. They've got 100% control now.
SESH just having the composure to get the lads back and deal with that. GBI should have been done and dusted, unable to take advantage of that amazing airhead, that ballsy airhead that managed to go down. But SESH looks like they're going to prove their worth and prove how much of a good hell let loose side they are. But I think they're going to take back this point, mate. Hospice flipped again. Hospice is one of those points. Oh, look at that. Hospice is one of those points that's almost notorious for being difficult to take sometimes. And we've seen it flip. This will be the third, fourth time we've seen it flip this match. My math is terrible. Don't hate me. You're not my real dad. Don't judge me. God damn it. GBI really taking that town area. If I'm GBI, Hagrid, I don't know about you. What do you think? If I'm GBI, I think I sort of have to recognize that I've lost Hospice at the moment. I think it's time to reset.
Stop throwing boys in there because they're just getting taken out at the moment.
Yep.
Like, they don't have the numbers. They need to just put everybody south and consolidate the crossroads there and hold the main part of the town, because that's pivotal for cemetery defense. And it's also a perfect point to stage to push into Hospice. And then if they can hold that, then they can start to... Big spawn wave.
Big spawn wave off that GBI Gary that's sitting just towards the south of Hospice. This is going to be backwards and forwards. They're starting to lose it again after they've taken a couple of losses. GBI just scrambling trying to defend this. I think that they're still going to have the numbers. Dankus is doing some murder. Marks is going to be up on the side of this Gary. If he manages to take down that Gary, it's not going to matter because the Gary's going to disappear as this point disappears as well. But I'd like to see some squad leads in positions for GBI to really put down those garrisons now. Big spawn wave as well. That's going to help. They're defending. How? How? That massive spawn wave. Marks is still up on the flank. Reaper's going to get brutally murdered by him. I think it's going to... Did it flip? I actually didn't see. It did flip. It did flip. And it looks like, after that big push, Gary Busters don't have enough lads back to defend Cemetery. They do have some outlying garrisons, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. SESH, if they can get... it doesn't look like... They've got the one squad lead, which is Censored. The lad we pointed out before. Censored's going to push up. If he can get an OP or a garrison down there, that could be GG. That could be fat lady singing, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? At 4-1, still don't count GBI out. We've seen them done far worse. Come from far worse positions before to take matches. Holy shit, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Big spawn wave from Gary Busters. Going to try and get back and they're going to start defending. They don't have everybody on the strong point, but just that sheer cap weight. If SESH can get some people in good positions, they will be able to hold off this wave. Gary Busters is going to push back and really try and reset here. Looks like they did the big panic respawn. Try and get everyone back. They have a couple of lads up in this town area, but most of this is just going to be trying to keep pressure on. There is a big SESH wave pushing back, and you'd expect them to keep going. Let's have a look up this north area whilst we're going. It doesn't look like they've got any squad leads up there. Let's have a look whether or not they've got just the one garrison. But Dr. 280 going down means they don't have anybody else to defend that one. McQueen's going to come out and see whether he can find this garrison, which is currently pinging, but still available. There you go. McQueen taking down the garrison right there, right now. Very good play. He's retaken that entire northern area, and we're back to where we were before, Hagrid.
Yep. Just complete 360 right there.
Holy crap. Hopefully, I know we want it to flip again, but if it does, I don't know whether my nerves and or my voice box can take it.
Yeah, that was bloody exciting. I really thought GBI had that.
I know. And then, I feel like I flipped away for a little bit to have a look at what was going on elsewhere. I turned back, and SESH had just fucking dominated.
Yeah, that's when it'd be really good to have a cam on the other side. I reckon they must have had a couple of blokes put down OPs real close, and then everybody just could spawn in.
Maybe the panic clown OP potentially. That's something you rarely see.
Yeah, true.
Let's go. I haven't looked at the old SESH tanks as much as I feel like I should. There we go. That's going to be Chang Zhao and Huben are going to be in that lucky little Luke's. Who we got over here in the Panther? Jesus. Wait. That's not a Panther, Hagrid. That's not a Panther. That's a Tiger. I actually didn't ask. If this is seasonal rules, which I haven't asked. I have been known to be wrong about this before, but I think that the Panther is currently banned in the seasonal rules.
That is a very good tank. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I think they just decided it was overpowered. That's going to be crewed by Adam, Strogel, and fuck, I can't see the name. My eyesight's shit. And Mo is going to be in that Tiger tank. You know what? Fuck it. I don't know about you. I love a good Tiger tank, and seeing it back in competitive play, nothing would bring me more joy, except for maybe a satchel kill and or a knife kill. Either of those works for me. Have a look at that. SESH, nobody on the strong point. I feel like GBI won't know this, but they have the ability to push in here. They could, if they can get their OPs and Garys down here, they might be able to put some sustained pressure from this north side and really start to cause some problems. Prawn Hub is the squad lead. Get into cover. Rely on your lads. Hopefully, if he can get up there and get the spawn point nice and close, we could see this point flip again as we come up to just under 27 minutes left to go in this match, boys. Holy shit. I knew we were going to have a great match. I didn't know it was going to be this good, my friend.
Oh, this is phenomenal, Stu.
I'm going to put it out there. This might be the best game of Hell Let Loose that I've had the privilege of casting this year. Oh.
I reckon it would be up there too. I reckon you're probably right. It's one of the best ones that I've seen, at least anyway, this year. This is just outstanding from both sides.
Looks like SESH are putting a bit of southern pressure on there. Vermouth is pushing up. I don't know whether Magic Mutant and or Cactus are going to be aware. Well, they're going to know now because Vermouth taking down Cactus. Magic Mutant, hopefully your mate's giving you a bit of a shout out that you need to keep your gun up and your eyes out, my friend. Vermouth, looks like Magic Mutant's going to get the drop on him. There you go. Vermouth going down to Magic Mutant. Absolutely crucial doing that. He wasn't a squad lead, but just taking down that and relieving the pressure on that southern side. That said, Magic Mutant won't know that that was the only SESH lad on that side. He won't be aware in the slightest. Let's get back up north and have a look at that. Looks like, have a look at that. GBI starting to put pressure on. Prawn Hub is the squad lead up towards the south in the middle here. This is the lad that's going to be crucial to see whether or not GBI are going to be able to put pressure on. So he got I thought I saw him put down an OP there. We're not seeing that. Prawn Hub, get into cover. Let's just have a look at what he's got down in terms of OP. He does have one there. I'm just not seeing it because I'm blind and something of a chongle sometimes. But he does have an OP down there, and that'll provide a little bit of sustained pressure. Hopefully, I'd like to see a bit of a double box. Probably wouldn't go astray. If GBI can start putting pressure here, I wonder whether they panic. They won't. So obviously that lad going down there looks like who was that? Produce of Crime. He's going to move. Oh, he is the AT. And he's run past that Tiger. The crew member's going to jump out and deal with him. So no lunchbacks on that Tiger for you. Well done for Baby Magic. Sir Hunt and Sheng are going to be pretty happy that their Tiger is safe from satchels now. That could have been crucial. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see one, but you know what? You can't win them all. SESH getting a little bit back a little deeper now. Just trying to deal with this. They are starting to push out there now, trying to deal with this. They do know, like last time, all they have to do is really gain these you have a look at these little bits of cover here. If they can get that cover and provide some fire over those open fields, GBI will get pushed back again. GBI trying to prevent that happening. Bungus is sitting towards the south. Prawn Hub still the squad lead. They're going to do some murder. Well done. The Flying Doge is going to be up in support. OF's going to go down to one of them. I didn't see who murdered that. It might have been a trade, but both of them are going to go. Prawn Hub is going to live. Toolcat's going to take down Bingus. Tool Dog's going to spawn back there. Asian Lettering and Tool Fox and Macedo, they're going to keep trying to move up. Looks like SESH really starting to exert control back on this point again. GBI trying to stop them from letting that happen, but they do have a claw. They do have a toe hold in there still. I wonder whether they still have that OP. It is pinging hot, so they will be aware that Toolcat is back there. Still trying to push up, still trying to exert pressure. I wonder if we've got anything else in the bag of tricks as we go under. 25 minutes left to go in this match.
It's looking very good at the moment. It's good to see GBI's kind of learnt from what happened last time and how SESH were able to push out and hold those key points because they've managed to funnel themselves down the road back onto Hospice. And just below Hospice, they're holding that very crucial little house out in the middle of the field where previously SESH had it and they just had complete control, basically 360 degrees all around it. So it's just what they need to do. They just need to get into those houses and just go door to door, basically clear out SESH and push themselves back in.
Yep, they still have a push going on Hospice itself. That's GBI. Looks like they are still putting some pressure on this northern side. They are starting to get some kills. I don't know whether they're going to be able to... That is a long, big open field to be pushing across with a lot of angles to cover. I think... Look, that's only 4 of them. That's squad of 4. If they just want to hold SESH off there, it'll provide a bit of space down the towards the western side. That said, SESH really starting to push them out. Bingus looks like they're going to be the last one hanging around there. They're going to need some support if they're going to hold on to this. Toolcat's going to be the squad lead, and Tool Dog are both of the tools. Oh, god damn. There you go. Just a confirmation. Just a confirmation from chat, my friend. We are playing seasonal rules.
Oh, we are? Very nice. That explains the tiger, but I'm not mad. I like seeing the tigers.
Oh, dude, I love a good tiger. And I feel like they've been underutilized. Holy shit. I'm almost at a loss for words. This does... I don't know. You know me, Hagrid, and you'd know that this does not happen very often. I'm at a loss for words. It's very hard to
make you speechless, man.
This match has blown my mind, and we've still got just under 22 minutes left to go in this one, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Buffinators switching sides. I'm pretty sure that 15 minutes ago was exactly when that airhead happened. Holy crap. Nectus is going to be a squad lead. I feel like he's got himself in a very good position. He is around the side of this. Hacker looks like he's probably... I wonder if Hacker is a hacker. Just saying. It looks like he might be aware that there's somebody in behind him. A little bit of defensive work there from Wine. Cactus, did he just get a supply drop? Supply drop going down. I wonder
That'd
whether...
be a great spot for a Gary.
Wine is looking completely the wrong direction. If Cactus can get a Gary up there, that'll be absolutely huge for Gary Busters. Let's just go and have a look. Whilst we neglect the entirety of this match to watch one man with a clock in his hand go and get himself a Gary. He is. There you go. Gary going down. Well played from Cactus. Got yourself into a good spot. Really providing that's really been a team player there. Well done. And are we gonna see it, Gary? Just do it so I can move on, please, Cactus.
It's a long build time.
What the? Are you going to build the garrison?
Maybe he's been told to hold.
Potentially. I need to...
I need to know what he's gonna do.
I just... What? Please, I need to watch... I need to watch the
performance anxiety, Stu. He knows we're watching him.
He's
and
got like
he just can't get it out.
He's got trough phobia. Building a garrison. What is this? You've got it out. You can. Why? Look, you can just pop one down. I need to move on and have a look at the rest of this map. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god! I felt like that was a lot longer than it should have been. There you go. Zhang is going to push up as well. Cactus is going to go down. Oh, don't. After all that, please don't just go and take down the garrison. After all me... Oh, no. Oh, wow. Kamishi's going to die before he gets up to support that one. Zhang's going to take down the garrison. That was a story in and of itself. SESH still pushing up that corridor. GBI looks like they're having a bit of success down this northern corridor now. Flare going down. That'll be the red flare. I don't know whether you know this, Hagrid, but the red flares are the Axis flares. So SESH will be aware exactly what's coming on, what's pushing out towards them then. It's actually the opposite to tracers. So when you're looking at machine gun tracers, it's like the bad guys, like in Star Wars. The Nazis do have the green tracers, whereas the Allies have the red tracers. But it's the opposite for flares.
Notice that.
Yeah, there you go. Holy crap. We're sort of back to the status quo that we're seeing before. GBI just trying to push down the 2 angles that they really have. They did have a good move out towards the south before, which was shut down by Zhang. Jesus, I'll tell you what, Hagrid. Have we said that man's name enough in this cast? Zhang playing one hell of a goddamn game this match.
He's been doing a great job. #1 nuisance down the south, and yes. It's definitely been working too.
Zhang confirmed Southern nuisance for SESH. Jeez. Under 20 minutes to go in this match. SESH, very heavy defensive now. It looks like they've identified that GBI do have a little more of a push. And I'll tell you what, I said that they might struggle to get up north, but they have made it to that bit of northern cover at the moment. I'm interested to see how this fight goes. This fight between these lads here, Proceeds of Crime, Causey, T-Max and Dusty, pushing up against the bulk of the SESH side out this north side. Proceeds of Crime going down. Causey going to go down as well. McQueen doing some work up there. Dusty and T-Max pushing out. McQueen's going to go down. Of course, as soon as I say his name, he's going to die. ABG, the bit of a spawn wave, it's going to be Vermouth and Hans. We've seen them a lot as well, which are purely out this northern side. T-Max is going to be the last one left alive to deal with 3 of them from this SESH side. Let's see whether he manages to take a few of them out. T-Max, I believe in you. Should I believe in you? Should I have faith? That's an excellent question. Targeted strike going in. I didn't see where that went down. Over there somewhere. That took out something. I didn't see what.
Repair station, maybe?
Probably a repair station on that 76. Yep, repair station. That was the targeted strike. I don't think I'm saying that right. Causey's going to spawn back in and take out. Vermouth's going to go down. Hans and Causey. Hans is going to take down Causey. I do wonder whether or not they've still got that OP up there. They do not. So well done to SESH. They've managed to push these GBI lads out. And that's going to be the end of their assault up that northern side. Look, they've obviously identified it was crucial to hold this field in this area. And they did some work. Well done to those lads. Asian lettering and ABG. Hans is going to push out and really hold that field like they've been doing for most of this game. Very good narrow push. I wonder if anybody's aware. That's the Flying Doge. Prawn Hub. Like we saw him before, they do have the OP down. That's a lucky little Stuart crewed by Richie and Blue V up in support, just trying to help them out with some armor. That is a lot of lads trying to... Tool Dog is going to be the... another rocket. Oh, and he's going to go down. No luck. Dingus is going to take him out. I wasn't in time to save that lucky little Stuart. Dingus is going to take some... He's going to win. I feel like a Tool lot got the jump on him, but Bingus has managed to take him down. Like Aeon, friend of the stream, and one hell of a good dude if you ever see him around on Hell Let Loose servers in the OCE region. Like Aeon, I don't know whether you know this, Hagrid. He's got a GBI tattoo on his arm.
Really?
That's commitment, my friend. Looks like Prawn Hub just went down in the plane there. Bingus is going to go down as well. SESH really dealing well with this GBI push. And have a look at this. Let's get back to Cemetery. This SESH push is really starting to hammer this GBI side. Really starting to push up and causing the problems. Mario Mofo, the commander, is going to be helped out by Squishy Boo. They're going to do some murder. Something is going to be taken down by Bear or Scriv. I didn't see who that was. Rocket's going in. Ineffective. He doesn't know there was nobody there. Who's the little bit of a fight we've got going on here? In the house. That's going to be won by Riflex. GBI, a lot of work to do as we come up to 15 minutes left in this. They are sitting very defensive, but they really need to because this SESH side is really pushing hard onto Cemetery now. Unless they do another fucking amazing airhead, I don't know whether GBI are going to be able to take this one, Hagrid.
Oh, I hope I get to see another clutch airhead like before in the last 5 minutes. That'd be amazing.
Woo!
I feel like SESH is going to be looking for it now, though.
100%. If they don't have half of their defensive squad with an eye in the sky, I feel like they're doing something wrong. Look, there's just gunfights here. Looks like SESH are aware. They're just re-establishing that. Battle line. Flying Doge is just going to be a bit of a bushwookie. He's going to be pretty happy to sit down there and just not get murdered for now. Have a look at him. Look at a little bit of a bushwookie. There you go. Asian Lettering's going to see him if he looks up. Nobody's going to run back. OF's going to see. Flying Doge is going to fire. Ineffective. He didn't hit anybody. He's going to get brutally murdered by Asian Lettering on the machine gun. Sitting up on this little house here. It's not a bad little spot, is it, Hagrid? For a machine gun. Very good field of fire.
And he's doing well sitting at the back of the shed as well, not at the front. Yep. So he's actually got the lip of the shed to provide cover for him as well.
Yep, and just putting fire down, I can almost... Oh, he more kills. I was going to say, I don't think he can probably actually see who he's shooting at, but he'll be getting pings from his lads. Just say, divert fire over here, put fire over here. He'll be putting it in through the smoke and just sort of be providing a defensive bulwark for him. As I said that, our mate from before, GBI, they're not giving up on this northern side. Looks like SESH have been pushed back again. If Dusty can get himself an OP or a garrison. There you go, OP going down now. If... GBI can push out there. That'll put a lot of pressure on Hospice. I wonder, if you're the commander here, Hagrid, SESH doing very well pushing on Cemetery. Do you keep pushing on Cemetery or do you pull the lads back defensively. When do you reckon that time is? Is it sort of the 10-minute mark that you start pulling them
Yeah.
back? As I said that, they're not going to do it now because they're currently contesting cemetery.
Yeah, I think while they're contesting it, yeah, they might as well just keep pushing for it. They've, had the numbers in the fights where they need them, and they currently have it on cemetery now, so they might as well go for it. I think if they get pushed back off cemetery now, then that's when they might go full defensive mode and just hold for the rest of the game. But
Yep, I think SESH have a very good push on. I'm wondering whether I'm missing the bulk of this GBI force. Let's just go fly around. There are a few in behind, which will cause problems. That said, they're going to need to defend. Yep, having these good flanks, having these lads in good positions is all well and good. But if they lose cemetery, all of it's going to be for nothing. So I think the bulk of this fight's going to be around cemetery. So we're going to swing around here and just watch this GBI defense. If we see the next point start to flicker, I'll get up there. But until then, with only the one with only the one camera, I think I'm going to sit around here and just see what's happening here. Welcome anybody that's joining the stream. Hope you're all having a fucking awesome day. Thank you very much for everyone that's subbed. All the new follows. I appreciate the living shit out of anybody who's hanging around here. Don't mind me while I die of the black lung. Yeah, thank you very much. I've seen a few subs go off. I've seen a few follows go off. You guys are amazing. I appreciate the living shit out of each and every one of you. And rHagrid, I don't know whether you know this, my friend, but followers of this channel are statistically 72% better looking than the rest of the internet. I don't know whether you know that, my friend. Now you do.
yeah, and I'm glad I'm a follower of the channel then. I need all the help I can get, mate.
Get out of it. You're a gorgeous human and you goddamn know it. Subscribers to this channel, 98% better looking. And that's math. That is pure science, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, that's Twitch analytics right there.
Yeah, there's actually a whole page on it. And if you are a sub or a follower of this channel, you can actually put that in your Tinder profile. And that'll get you more matches. Actually guaranteed.
Yep, I actually used it on my resume, Stu.
On your resume?
Yep.
Go.
Yep, it's better than any other previous work experience you could possibly have.
I was wondering why all these random companies were asking me whether or not somebody was a sub or a follower.
Yeah, that's why.
Holy crap. I feel like SESH might have pulled a few lads back. They are getting pulled back by GBI a little bit here. As I said, you'd expect SESH to sort of prioritize defense a little bit more. They're absolutely worried about that defensive, that airhead happened again. Have a look at that.
How many are there? They're all spread
Have a look at
all
that.
around it.
Have a look at that defensive spread from SESH. Yeah, they're not dropping. No surprises are happening here. They were a little worried about that push that was happening from GBI before. There are a few lads there. They are up on the flank, but I feel like SESH is well in position. Yeah, perfect. I can't see their garrisons and OPs, but I guarantee you they've got a few back there. By doing this, they will suffer some losses. GBI will be able to push through and kill a few of them, but every time that, as I say that, one of the GBI lads dies, but every time one of the SESH lads goes down, they will be well aware exactly where that push is coming from, and they'll be able to converge on it. And I think that's some very good defensive play from SESH. As we see them pulling back, I'm going to say the majority of their squad back onto Pedro. Still pushing up. He's got a lot of smoke there. He is just the assault. He's probably going to struggle to deal with anything just by himself. That said, if they manage to get an airhead down, Pedro can start dealing with anybody, any of the SESH lads that get down, to get back to deal with it. And given they do have so many people spread out at the moment, it can be a case of only one or two of them say, yep, I've got the airhead, I'm in position, don't stress. And if Pedro can murder them, one of those airheads could go down.
Yep, I think that could be a good play right there, especially in that courtyard, because it's pretty well defended. You got the wall all around it, so anybody spawning on it, they should be pretty safe as well.
Yep. It's a little bit of a mixed bag throughout the middle of the match at the moment. We've got a good push from GBI coming from the south. They do seem to have sort of dominated that crossroads area. They are spread out, and there's no real sledgehammer approach going at the moment. Gandalf the White is very deep as a squad lead. You'd expect him to start potentially getting a little bit of a cheeky OP or a garrison in. I can have a look at what we're running off at the moment. No OP. I'm assuming he is the G squad. His OP is well back there. Other than that, the GBI garrisons are very defensive. We do have Snack the Ripper is sitting up north. Let's just go have a look at what's happening over there. Jeez, it's just been a meat grinder up this top end, hasn't it? Snack the Ripper and Hands are going to come up against each other, and that's going to be absolutely crucial. Snack the Ripper getting the jump on Hands there. See whether or not he's able to push out. And ABG... Oh, he's going to go down to ABG. Good shooting from you, you beautiful SESH human. Dusty's the squad lead. He's sort of sitting in that trench system off towards the left of your screen, which is the south of the map. Let's get back and have a look at how this push through town centre is going. Ooh, actually, before we do that, have a look at Cemetery. SESH look like they've got lads well to the south. If they can sort of get that field area and start dealing with any of the GBI spawning, Defective going down, Terry going down as well. Coco and Asian Lettering are going to be doing some work. Magic Mutants up on their flank. That was an OP that just went down to Coco. Well done. Very good push from you. Magic Mutants just going to be like ships passing in the night. Looks like Coco's very well past it. Spawn Wave that we've just seen from it's going to be the Garrison. Spawn Wave going in. GBI. Attila the Fun's the last one left alive. Drink is going to be in support. Attila the Fun going down. Coco, Grink, get some shots in. If you can kill him, that was absolutely crucial. That's kept that... Grink won't know that, but that's the entirety of that SESH push. He's just kept that Garrison alive. They'll see that it's no longer pinging hot. Well done to you, lad. Holy crap, we still have a match on our hands. We're under 7 minutes left to go in the match. Whew.
Crunch time now. GBI's got to do something soon.
It is absolutely crunch time. They are putting some pressure down towards the south, which is what we're looking at the moment. Also towards the left of your screen, which is towards the east of the map. They are still pushing up that northern side, but it looks like SESH do have the advantage there. Proceeds of Crime is going to be able to take down McQueen. Somebody else just died to a grenade there. ABG Hall versus Dusty. And Hans in his support. Another spawn wave from Snack the Riffer and Causey. God damn it, boys and girls. If these guys can push him out, I feel like they've been trying it all game, but if they manage to do it now, this could be crucial and clutch. Lots of smoke going down to cover their advance. Proceeds of Crime, looks like all he wants to do is get across. Do they have another? They do. They've got... all they've got is that OP down towards the south. Looks like they're a little bit worried about putting it up north. We've got Dusty's going to be pushing up very deep into that smoke. If he can get around the side without SESH knowing and get an OP down, that could be absolutely crude. It's going to be Dusty versus Vermouth now. I can't see shit because there's smoke everywhere, so nobody else can. I wonder whether he turns around. Does he turn around and get shots off onto Vermouth? Vermouth is going to see him. Dusty, get your gun out, son. That's all right. That's going to come to nothing. Very good push straight into the middle of Hospice. It's going to be Battle Toast. Battle Toasty? Battle Toast is a squad lead in there. I wonder whether he can get a cheeky little, there you go. He's going to be the S squad lead, and that's his OP there. It is pinging hot, but if they can get some swarm waves off that, if Battle Toaster can get his fit sorted and get an OP or a Garrison down there, that could be huge. Let me just have a look at the map. There is a recon going in behind Hospice, so GBI will be well aware of what's happening behind there. They're also pushing up from the south. Looks like they're going balls to the wall from this GBI side. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this match, and they are starting to push SESH. Yeah, SESH starting to sit deep. I wonder whether they could have afforded to keep putting pressure on Cemetery, because have a look at that. They have taken everybody off. GBI have got control. If they can recognize that they don't need to be defending so deep, all of these lads can be put into a last-ditch effort onto Hospice. Let's just have a look at what's going down there. That's going to be supplies for a Garrison down that road, down the eastern road, the east-west road for GBI. But they have a lot of blueberries in point, rHagrid. SESH, they're starting to deal with it. They've got those two, that's a tank squad. They do have that Tiger sitting there and defending. That's something that'll terrify everyone. We have a Tiger defending. It's a full tank squad as well, so they'll be able to see everything that's going to approach him. I feel like GBI can take care of that. I haven't seen the GBI armor for a little bit. It has been a little bit missing in action. If they can get into the fight and deal with it... Oh, something just exploded there. What did we just see?
That might have been the GBI armor right there.
It looks like it was a tank. It's going to be GBI 75, I believe. And there's a 76 pushing up as well. That is a 76 going to be crewed by A_Skittle, Centigram, and Pan. Good luck, lads. That could be crucial. This Tiger 76 fight could be absolutely clutch. Do you reckon does that 76 not have a shot on it? Rocket going into the side of the 76 by Reflex. Otto, I'm assuming he's got a 76 is going to back out. It does need infantry support. Reflex is going to get another one into the side of it. He will be aware. He will be absolutely aware that there's a Tiger sitting there. That 76 is looking very unhealthy. Aviator's got to get in. Aviator's going to get a shot. It's going to be ineffective and bounce off the side. That is a second Tiger from... that's a second Tiger from this SESH side moving up. Have a look at that. That is 2 Tiger tanks sitting on point. They'll know that that's 76. Well, they'll know that 76 is now a smoking husk. So that's going to be the end of the GBI armor. Lots of lads on the point though, but having those 2 Tiger tanks there, unless they're able to deal with that, that is a lot of cap weight they're going to need to deal with. It looks like SESH managed to push out that town towards the south, getting a lot of pressure down towards that southern side. Well done. But GBI starting to push their lads up. Soup's no rules as a squad lead if he can get his shit out and get a little bit of sustained pressure. We're under 3 minutes. How long does it take a point, Hagrid?
2 minutes.
So they've got 40 seconds to try and take that big spawn wave going in. I think I can almost guarantee you, command chat right now, Artie going in. That's probably not going to help them. Command chat's just going to be yelling him, get in the circle! Everyone's been in a pub match where that's all the commander seems to yell. This is going to go the distance, ladies and gentlemen. GBI have about 20 seconds to get this one back. They're giving it all. They're giving it their all. SESH, I think they probably got too many lads back. Unless they start capping it now, this one is going to go to SESH. 3-2 to SESH.
Yeah, what a fucking game though.
Holy crap. This has been a fucking banger of a match. Under 2 minutes. It hasn't been contested. So that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This match is going to go 3-2 to SESH for a middle point that went backwards and forwards more times on Hospice than I think I've ever seen in the history of SME. That was absolutely huge. SESH, one hell of a competitive Hell Let Loose side, Hagrid.
Oh, yeah. It just, like, both of the teams are just amazing Hell Let Loose sides. Like, just imagine another team having to go up against SESH in this. I reckon probably would have been a 5-0 win for SESH, but it just goes to show how good GBI is as well. They're able to hold on, even take it back in the middle of the match there.
That clutch airhead might have been one of my favourite moments in the history of Hell Let Loose.
Oh, that needs to be clipped. That was fantastic.
Oh, those spawn waves, how they didn't keep it. The composure of SESH to hold on to that was epic. That was like nothing else I've ever seen. GBI taking it back, but SESH more than well aware that they don't need to do anything now. Bombing run's going to go in. That's not going to count for anything. 45 seconds left. We're just waiting for the end now, and then I'll show you some scores. After that, hopefully somebody from GBI and or SESH swings by for a little bit of post-match. And then I said I'd do it. Hagrid. But I feel like win or lose, I'm going to celebrate the winner and commiserate the loser with a shoey. I feel like there's no other way you can end this match, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's 100% correct, especially after a banging match like this one.
Oh, and I feel like I need it to settle my nerves just a little bit, just quietly.
Oh yeah, I'm jittery as all fuck at the moment.
Oh no, I'm sweaty. I'm gonna have to change the shirt before the match later tonight because I am sweaty as fuck as a commentator. 3 seconds left. 1. There's the victory screen. That was a win to SESH. 3-0 over GBI on SME. SESH were playing. We were playing seasonal rules. And SESH were playing as the Axis. Fucking well played, lads. Let's just swing through there. I'm going to give Dusty, you get my upvote for no other reason as I remembered I have to upvote somebody, and you were in the center of my screen. Here's the SESH scores if anybody's scrolling through it. Let's see how they did. DX with a massive score. That was huge. Let's go. There we go. Hagrid, get your face on, my friend. We're going to do a bit of post-match. That's the screen, I believe. Let me just... There we are! Holy shit. Jesus Christ, Hagrid. Did you enjoy yourself, my guy?
That was amazing. I'm so glad I got to sit on in this one. That was...
I'm glad I had you here, mate. I've always said you're one of my favourite co-casters. Your technical analysis of the game is second to none. I'm glad you were along for the ride on that one, my friend. That was fucking huge. That airhead. Holy crap.
That was just phenomenal.
Massive.
I've never seen anything like that before. That was absolutely mental.
And then SESH taking it back. Holy shit. One hell of a side. I can't wait for seasonals. I don't know whether these guys are going to see each other. I don't have the brain to go through the draw. Somebody will let me know if there's a chance they can play each other. But look, they are in the same group, so there is always the chance, my dude.
I hope so. Like a rematch later on down for seasonals, that would
Oh,
be
man.
epic to watch.
A GBI SESH grudge match would be fucking massive. Holy crap. You know what? Whilst we're waiting for, I do like to give them a little bit of time to filter in, just in case we get somebody for a post-match interview. But while we're doing that, if you've never been around here before, if you've never watched the Trauma Stew live stream before, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a piece of footwear. Now, this, girls and guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beverage. There's a thing we do in Australia, which is this. We open the beverage, we combine them like so. We try and do this, Mr. Hagrid, with a minimum of froth. We try and do that so we definitely get all the drink. Delicious. That looks perfect. Now, normally we've got a song playing, but for TOS reasons, I can't. This is a beverage combined with a shoe, my friend. Now, this one goes out to GBI. This one goes out to SESH. SESH, congratulations, my friend. My friends, well played. That was a tough fought match. Commiserations. This is a commiseration shoey for GBI. Now, you know, and I know, Hagrid, there is only one thing you can say at a moment like this, my friend. I'm going to let you do the honours. What do we say
To
at a moment?
Australia, cunts.
Welcome to Australia, cunts. Oh. Never mind. Got to get the burp in. Hagrid, looks like we're not going to get anybody in. Can I just say a genuine thank you, my friend, for co-casting with me? I appreciate the living shit out of you, my friend.
Me, dude.
That was massive. So just to sum up, that was GBI versus SESH. SESH winning 3-2 over GBI. Love you guys. We're going to go to the stream ending screen. We're going to go raid somebody in the Hell Let Loose community, hopefully. I'll see you guys next one. We've got a match coming up later tonight. That's going to be 82 AD versus Fins Less Loose. I'm looking forward to it. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Mwah.